can't compare him with President Jonathan because President Muhammadu Buhari is still a general and you can only take a man from the barracks, but you can't take the barracks away from him. You know, the military don't like criticisms, and the social media has been the best tool to criticize the government, and the body language of President Muhammadu Buhari so far have shown intolerance to the social media community, and with the recent movement against social media activists, and it has made a lot of people they don't want to say anything again. If you check, when Buhari came into power, a lot of people are like trying to talk, but with the body language, and some movements against some social media activists, no one wants to be a scapegoat. I respected the president as a born Democrat, as a convicted Democrat he is now, to be able to allow freedom of speech, and if I even expect his access to go to social media to get what Nigeria, because that's where the only place, the CNN of Nigerians, where they can air their mind. But our presidents so far have not truly shown commitment to social media as in freedom of speech, of expression, for giving the Nigeria that leverage to express themselves in a democratic state with that freedom of mind that, yeah, we say whatever I want to say, as long as it's in the line with the ethics and the profession of social media, I won't be arrested. But President Muhammadu Buhari have so far not been so nice with social media and the media, even the judiciary and all that. It can make a lot of people keep quiet as if everything is fine, but everything is not fine. You know, he needs to open up. We expect him to open up and allow freedom of speech to flow in Nigeria.
As a publisher, social media under Buhari has been very tough. You know, you've got to, imbibe the professional aspect of reporting, and also the fact that you have to be very cautious so you don't offend the government. So most times you have to have your editors look at a particular story over and over again and be sure you're not offending anybody. But this is not supposed to be the way it is now. This is not democracy. In a democracy, you have freedom of expression, freedom of speech. That's why the Freedom of Information Bill was passed under President Goodluck Jonathan. But this present government, we've seen situations where bloggers have been gagged. We've seen situations where people have been arrested and locked up without trial just simply because they made a post on their Facebook page. This is like tyranny to me, and it's not good. When you talk with other publishers around the country, you hear stories like they've received death threats, they've received calls, intimidation, and all that, and you're like, this is not making Nigeria a very safe ground for journalism. These are the kind of things we hear from countries like Egypt and other authoritarian societies. Nigeria has been known for freedom of speech, especially during the Goodluck Jonathan era. In fact, this present government came into government, they actually won this election because of social media. President Muhammadu Buhari became a loved person because of social media. Before now, the impression Nigerians had of him was a dictator, a crude dictator. But with social media, his media team were able to rebrand him, make him look like a repentant dictator who is now a Democrat. But it is unbelievable that after the president won, things went back to the way it was in 1984. And as a young person, I'm not happy about it, because I think Nigerian democracy is being affected. I think the future of generation unborn might be affected by the way we're doing things right now in Nigeria. So I would appeal to the president. I will appeal to all the people that has something to do with this, to be more tolerant. It's a democracy, and the people must complain. It is the beauty of democracy. The beauty of democracy is the fact that the voice of the people can be heard. And once people are scared to talk, then it is no more democracy. It is no more a free society. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a proud Nigerian. I am doing all I can as a young Nigerian to support the economy, to make sure we take young people out of the street and get them engaged. And it is discouraging to find out that while you're trying to do this to support your country, the country is not making plans to also give you a level playing ground to achieve your aims. And so I would say social media under President Buhari has not been that fair. But we are hopeful we believe he will one day have listening ears to understand that people need to, as a president, you must be opposed. As a democratically elected president, people must not agree with your views all the time. So you need to also listen to the people, you need to understand their feelings. Right now, the best way that people can actually express how they feel is via social media. The concerns of people on social media are real. Some could be politically motivated, but you still know there are genuine yearnings by the Nigerian people. And so we hope that in the near future, things will be more normal than it is now, because I can tell you for sure as an online publisher that it is not normal.